Hi everyone, Glissamall Designs here, and what you're looking at is my completed diorama scene of a Walker Assault on Hoth. Now these are from Bandai, and as you can see right there, the two boxes there. The original idea was to have a snowspeeder going around the legs of the big guy there, but when I kind of half put it on, it looked a little too busy, so I took it out, and then just have the ATST there on the ground, all damaged and crashed up, and then the big guy romping through. But the reason why you're seeing some of these projects on the channel now is because, one, this was started a long time ago, and I thought I should finish it up while I'm waiting for supplies for the Yamato and other builds. And right now I'm still researching a few things on the Yamato because, there's not very much documentation on the Yamato, so I want to get it, just right. And then with the B-17s, I'm still waiting on a few things, so I might just go ahead with the B-17 and start doing the Memphis Belle movie version. Seems how there's a lot of documentation on that. But in the meantime, let's have a look and see what I did here. Started out with the base. That's just a wood base from Michaels, spray painted it black, and then the snow is salt and sugar. What I did is I started out with the woodland scenes, the stuff here, and just kind of put it all over the place. Mushed it around. Didn't make it really even because obviously it's snow and the terrain wouldn't be even. And then just as it was getting kind of tacky, I sprinkled the first layer of sugar on it, and then once it hardened, I put a good layer of that spray Elmer's glue on, and then I sprinkled sugar and salt down. That way it wouldn't dissolve, because sugar and salt would dissolve in liquid pretty easily. And then once I got a good layer of that down, I sprayed the Tamiya semi-gloss on, and it gave a nice hard coat. It doesn't come off. So I mean, if you chiseled on it, yeah, it would come off. But if you're nice and gentle with it, or not, I guess you wouldn't have to be too gentle with it. It stays on there pretty good, so you don't have to worry, and you get a nice snow effect. The reason why I like to use sugar is because anyone that's seen snow, I know some of my subscribers probably haven't even seen snow in their life, but those who do, when the sun hits it just right, you get that glimmer. And with sugar, see if the light hits it. See that little glimmer it gives? That's real. And I found with some of the snow sets that you can buy, it's just flat in color. I don't like that. So I find with using salt and sugar, you get that effect. As long as you can get around the dissolving aspect around it, then you're good to go. Once you work around the feet and stuff like that, that's where this stuff comes in play. You dab it around the feet and stuff. Once it kind of hardens and dries, then you can go in there with some of the sugar, and then the Tamiya dry brushing sets and stuff like that with the white, and then you get that nice look around the feet. And then the model's in there pretty much for life, unless you really knock it, which is not recommended. And same thing with the walker there, the little guy there. Same thing. I just took a big blot of this and just went, and then stuck the walker down like, and then let it harden. And then that's, that way it gives the idea that the walker impacted into the ground. And then again, just put the sugar, and then as well as the Tamiya dry brushing around. And that got rid of any of the, the dissolving, because sometimes it will happen, the sugar and salt will dissolve, but you still get that crystal effect. So the dry brushing takes care of that, and then you don't have to worry about it. And it looks good. And same effects with the weathering on the walkers and such. I start out with the 502 Optilong paints. I use like the burnt rust, the grays, things like that as the first layer, and I just rub it all over the walker. I use a little bit of the Turpenoid, discolor the walker all over. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Don't mind the streaks. That's a whole other process. I'm just talking the discoloration. And then after a few days of that drying, then I'll go with the dry brushing and then streak it. As you can see, like all the rust marks, things like that. It's more prominent on camera for some reason. In person, it's a lot more subtle. And for some reason the camera really picks it up and looks over-weathered. But in person, it doesn't. It looks more, true to life. And then, of course, the blaster marks. I just take one of the modeling Q-tips, and I just, put it into the MIG production, the black pigment, and I just go bop, bop. It looks like a couple hits. And then that's the end result. And then again with the dry brushing, I mix it with the white, and I put white all over the model, and makes it look a little chillier. You know, like because of Hoth, the Battle of Hoth. I don't know. I'm not too sure how cold it is, but you know where I live in Canada here, it is already Hoth here. So every time cold weather hits and anything metal has that kind of white look to it. It's everything's cold. And that was kind of the idea with this. There's some more blaster marks on the butt there. I don't know why you'd shoot for there. You'd shoot for the head, but okay. And then let's go to the little guy here. I painted him a little different. I wanted him not the same color. I wanted him to stand out. You can see a blaster mark right between the eyes. That's what probably took him down. And that's just I used a drill, drilled a hole in there and then kind of gouged it around. And then there's another one. Probably can't see it too well. See if I can manipulate the light a bit. Right in there. Kinda. It's just so small. Like here's my hand. I'll put my hand in there just to give you an idea. Like there's my finger. He's just a small little guy. But yeah, these Bandai kits are a lot of fun. When these things first came out, I thought they were already like pre-done for you. So I kind of stayed away from them. And then I seen on YouTube that, no, they're just like model kits. Easy to build, but, a lot of detailing still needs to go into them, which I really enjoy. So there we go. So that's how I did this little scene here. I really like doing the dioramas, especially with my Star Wars, which I do have a lot of. My next Star Wars one that I'll be building, probably more than likely, will be the Shuttle Tedarium. Not so much a diorama, but it will be lit with the strobe lights and stuff, like in flight. So that'll be a lot of fun. But I still have like the slave ones and stuff from like Django's and Bobas, snow speeders, X-Wings, TIE fighters, that kind of thing. I do enjoy Star Wars, as I'm sure a lot of you know, because I'm working on the full-scale wearable Boba Fett costume. And, if I know a lot of you still like the B-17s, which I love too, and the Yamatos and the battleships, those are all still coming, guys, so be patient. I want to do them just right, and those are still coming. Like I said, where I live, things in the mail take forever. And I got to be careful with, especially with paint and stuff like that. I got to ship them just right and got to make sure that they are in a heated transport, because the temperature where I live is already -20. So you can just imagine what that'll do to paint. And some shipping companies won't even ship paints, because for obvious reason. So things take time for where I live. So you will see different projects such as this pop up from now and again. So just be patient with me. And I did get an email. Actually, I've been getting a bunch of emails. Where can I purchase these models once they're done? I was considering selling these on eBay, but their prices on eBay for selling things is just silly. So I'm thinking of my website is still under construction. So I might go on Etsy, or if you are interested, just email me if you see something you like this, like such as this, because this is completed. Just email me, or even just comment on the video if you're interested in buying this, and we can go from there. We can work on a price, and we'll work through PayPal. That way, you're covered and all the rest of it, and it's public. You can say, I can say so and so bought it, and da 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 da. That way, you're covered. I mean, not that I'm going to scam anybody, because it's definitely not going to happen. The whole point of doing this is to get out there and to be with you guys and to get feedback as well. So again, if you are interested, just let me know. Make it public too, because I definitely want to get noticed and be a part of a bigger community, and have all you guys be a part of that with me. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely comment. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. So thanks so much. Bye.